welcome to the Money Mile. Joining me today is Navneet Munot, one of India's most respected fund managers. This is part of our series, COVID-19, the New Normal. Navneet is the Executive Director and CIO at SBI Mutual Fund, India's biggest mutual fund. Thanks very much, Navneet. Pleasure talking to you. You have always advocated, Navneet, about the importance of asset allocation. And my question to you, therefore, is that, when people saw this very sharp fall in the equity markets, those who were in a good balanced portfolio were able to see some kind of resilience being provided by their debt investments. Similarly, we've seen a bit of a run up in the markets in the last 1 month, a fairly decent run up in the last 1 month. But at the same time, we've seen concerns on the debt side. Do you believe that both from the point of view of an investor and a fund manager, a good asset allocation could be the new normal? For example, hybrid funds, balanced advantage funds are the kind of funds which people may gravitate to, which has an automatic asset allocation built into it?
No, you're absolutely right. And in fact, these are the moments when the importance of asset allocation comes to the fore and investors start realizing how important is asset allocation to meet long-term goals of every investor. It's very critical that investors focus on their long-term goals and decide on the asset allocation, because over a long period, it is proven that it is the asset allocation that defines, that ensures that you meet those goals, and the security selection or a fund selection is relatively less important compared to the asset allocation. And when you set the right kind of goals, whether the money is needed for an emergency cash, money is needed for children education, money is needed for buying a home at some point in time, or the retirement, and accordingly you do the right asset allocation. You rightly mentioned, in these moments when people understand the importance of keeping a certain amount in cash to meet the emergency needs, the importance of ensuring that you have a right allocation between fixed income and equity, and within that, what kind of asset class you want. You also rightly mentioned, Vivek, and I would re-emphasize on that point, the importance of having some of these hybrid funds or asset allocation products. For example, we have a multi-asset allocation fund where there's a certain part of fund which will be in equity, in fixed income, and in gold also, because we have seen when these asset classes have not done well, particularly equity, gold has given decent return in last 1 year. So importance of asset allocation can never be undermined. I think it is one of the most important aspects in investing to meet long-term goals for every investor. And that's true for the fund managers also. So at our end, while in most of the other products, let's say an equity fund or a fixed income fund or any kind of product, we will go by what the investor's mandate is. But then you have this whole range of asset allocation products where, based on our own assessment of the risk reward in each of those asset classes, and within that sub asset classes, we allocate money to different assets. And those could also be interesting products to look at for every advisor as well as investor.
It's always a pleasure talking to you, Navneet. Thank you very much for joining me. And
my pleasure. Thank you so much. And I hope, I wish all our investors and you are staying safe, staying healthy.
Thank you very much, Navneet, and look forward to speaking to you soon again.
Mutual fund investments are subject to market risks. Read all scheme-related documents carefully.